Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Wherever you are, remember you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another Habs Daily News with the hockey coach guru called Frenchy. Today, episode number 351. What a minute call. First of all, guys, the Montreal Canadiens news following by a Montreal Canadiens Superstar. And finally, Montreal Canadiens Rumors. But before we start, we invite you, please don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live Show, and leave us a comments about this episode. And let's dive in and talking about my first subject of the day. My first subject is about the Habs news. The first one, guys, ALEXANDRE is in the house. What are you talking about? He was on the ice in Brassard yesterday, wearing the number 15. Is it the new number for ALEXANDRE with the Montreal Canadiens? I'm not sure, but one thing we know, I expect Dvorak to sign a contract in the next 24 to 48 hours. We talked about this yesterday. I expect him to sign a contract at 3 years or 4 years, approximately $3 million to $3.3 million, a little bit under Kirby Dach. Dach signed a contract last year of 4 years at $3.4 million. My second news of the day, guys, is about Liam Anderson, excited to join the Montreal Canadiens. During an interview yesterday, he talked about the fact he expect him at some point to returning in NHL. He feel Montreal is maybe the best team can give him this opportunity in the next couple of months. Anderson was drafted by the New York Rangers, 7th overall pick. One, the general manager was Jeff Gordon. Last year in American Hockey League, Anderson did 59 points in 67 games. We know he was the last couple of years under the Los Angeles Kings in NHL. And finally, my last news of the day, guys, about only 7 players and the roster at this moment with the Montreal Canadiens was with the team when they reached the final Stanley Cup in 2021 versus the Tampa Bay Lightning. Nick Suzuki, Cole Caulfield, Josh Anderson, Jake Evans, Joel Armia, Christian Dvorak, and Jake Allen are the only 7 players still with the team now. Play against the Tampa Bay. Unbelievable what Ken Hughes and Jeff Gordon did in the last 18 months to transform that team, the Montreal Canadiens. I would like to hear from you guys for my first subject of the day. You can leave me a comments about Dvorak contract, or how excited are you about Liam Anderson? And finally, what do you feel about to have only 7 players still with the Montreal Canadiens when they reach the final Stanley Cup in 2021? And let's move on now, guys, for my second subject of the day. My second subject of the day, guys, about the Habs Superstar. During the last NHL draft 2023 in Nashville, many fans was upset when the Montreal Canadiens skipped on Michkov and Leonard and they select David Rebacker. Many of you guys believe the Montreal have no superstar. I have a news for you guys. What are you talking about, coach? Cole Caulfield at 21 years old only scored 48 goals under Martin St. Louis in 83 games. He was on the pace last year to score 46 goals with the Montreal Canadiens. The only 3 players did it in the Montreal Canadiens history are Stéphane Richer, Steve Schott, and Guy Lafleur under 23 years old. And the only 2 players are active right now in NHL at this moment, guys, are Steven Stamkos and Alexei Ovechkin. They did it under 22 years old. We are looking for a superstar. Wake up, wake up. We have one. His name is Cole Caulfield, and we're looking for someone. He just signed, guys, a contract of 8 years with the Montreal Canadiens. For the next 8 years, you're going to have a superstar. I really believe in life. We're never looking for what we have, but we're looking for what we want. And I think this applies for this subject. Don't looking for something you want, but look about something we already have. And his name is Cole Caulfield. This is the reason I call him my superstar for the Montreal Canadiens. Leave me a comments, guys. What do you think about Cole Caulfield? Do you believe Cole Caulfield is a superstar? And he's going to be a superstar for the Montreal Canadiens. And let's move on now, guys, for my last subject of the day. My last subject of the day, guys, is the Montreal Canadiens rumor. We know already Montreal has 14 skaters without the signature of Dvorak and Islanders. One, both of them are going to sign their contract. That gives Montreal Canadiens 16 players. Too many. So I believe Ken Hughes at some point is going to make some move. And the 2 players I expect Montreal could move during the off-season are Mike Hoffman and Christian Dvorak. I don't see anything else. If they trade Mike Hoffman, I look around the NHL, the team fit well, who could match up with the Montreal Canadiens for Mike Hoffman is Nashville Predator. They are right now $8 million under salary cap, and they're missing a couple of winger. And thirdly, since they trade Rand Owenson and they buy out Mac Duchene, I believe Mike Hoffman could fit with the Nashville Predator. And at the end of the day, guys, it's only for 1 year. So Nashville don't have to lose too much. And I believe Montreal need to retain 50% of the contract at $2.25 million. And I think Nashville could make that trade with the Montreal. And return guy, wait. Don't expect too much. 4th-round pick, 5th-round pick, and that's it, that's all. That's the only thing you can get in return for Mike Hoffman. My second player when the Montreal could trade is Christian Dvorak. I know some of you a little bit concerned about this, and maybe me too. But I think if Montreal have too many forward, Christian Dvorak could be the player, could be traded. You have some kind of value for the Montreal Canadiens. I look around. Again, yes, Chicago, San Jose, but I feel like the Winnipeg Jets are the team or maybe the best matchup for the Montreal again. If they trade Max Sheffley, we know the Jets already buy out Blake Wheeler and they trade Pierre-Luc Dubois, that open spot. And I feel like they will need a center. If ever they trade Max Sheffley, I consider the Boston Bruins on the front runner for Max Sheffley, by the way. Christian Dvorak could become a player what the Winnipeg Jets could looking for. Dvorak still have 2 years remaining of his contract at $4.5 million. I think it could be a good fit for the Winnipeg Jets. Now, it would be interesting if Montreal Canadiens could make those moves from the general manager can use. Now, I would like to hear from you guys what do you think about my Habs rumor today. Do you feel that Montreal could or could not move Mike Hoffman at all? And do you feel like Christian Dvorak could be traded by the general manager can use? That's it. That's all, guys, for all the subject we have on this episode. Here we go, guys. Episode 352 is over. But before we leave, guys, we remind you, don't forget, please, to click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey Nation Show, and leave us a comments about all the subject we have today on this episode. And we want to remind you, you have greatness inside of you, and we wish you an amazing, great, blessing day, everybody.